Babe of the day. Babe of the day. Brigitte Bardot. She just might be the first person you think about when someone says sexy French actress. She has certainly earned the distinction. Brigitte Bardot was French. French. She was born and raised in Paris. She starred in a bunch of movies from 1952 to 1973, then just retired from acting. Brigitte, however, never stopped being a big name because she became quite the animal rights activist. All that, and she likes animals? That's just too sexy. Brigitte is given credit for popularizing the bikini swimsuit. It had been around for a while, but you didn't see it much in films or anywhere else before Brigitte wore them. As early as 1959, Brigitte was getting flack from some uptight critics for wearing barely there bikinis. Good taste won out, however, and you started seeing bikinis in all kinds of movies and eventually on television. Thank you, Brigitte. She grew up in a very well-to-do, conservative Catholic family. Her parents were very strict with what she could wear and who she could be friends with. As she got a little older, she started to push the mark a bit. As a teenager, she became a fashion model. This quickly led to acting offers, which her family was totally opposed. Brigitte did it anyway. The relationship between Brigitte and her parents was always tough, and most likely the reason she was so daring in her professional career. Although she started making movies in 1952, 1956 was her breakout year. She made 4 movies, and they all helped make her a star. At that time, her movies were French. Very French, with English subtitles. If you saw them in America, you usually had to go to some sketchy theater or art house. She was deemed a bit too sexy for the American mainstream at the time. Brigitte's first starring role in an American movie did not come until 1965 with Dear Brigitte, a comedy co-starring James Stewart. Despite the title and what it was about, Bardot's appearance was brief and the movie was not a success. However, in the same year, she did the Western comedy Viva, which was a big hit all over the world, but was only modestly successful in America. By 1968, Brigitte was starting to make movies that outright flopped in theaters. Why? The answer isn't altogether clear. It can best be explained by changing public tastes. Women in movies and television were getting more provocative all the time. What Brigitte had brought to the table in the 1950s wasn't unique anymore. Some of her later movies did better than others, but her film career was winding down. What kept Brigitte Bardot more popular than anything else was her sexy look and steamy personal life. She had a number of marriages, relationships, and affairs. Brigitte gained the reputation of the loose, hot French woman. There were also a lot of rumors circulating around her personal life that was eclipsing her film work. This kind of thing happens to guys too. Elvis is a good example. Beginning in the 1960s, and continuing after that, was Brigitte's social-political statements. Some of what she said was pretty upsetting to a lot of people. I do believe, in part, this played a factor in the decline of her film career. Mostly, though, I think Brigitte just got tired of being in movies. She did all she could do, or wanted to do, and called it a day. Brigitte stayed out of acting, but not the public spotlight. Besides working for animal rights and writing books, she is largely known for all of her public statements on everything, and being honored all over the place. It may be just a small entry in a long list of honors, but Brigitte Bardot has certainly earned her distinction of being Babe of the Day. Babe of the Day.